Good morning. For those who don't know me, you should stopping by the channel for the first time. My name is Musa Konate. Today, I'm gonna tell you on how to buy your first house. If you haven't bought your first house, you need to listen to this video before you do. I have an important news for you. Free $5,000. Free is a grant that you can use to buy your first house. So do not scroll. Listen to video, make sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now let's dig to it. You want to buy your first house. I'm gonna tell you the first thing you need. First, you need a credit score. Credit score at least 580 and up, 580 plus. You need that. You need at least a 580 plus credit score. Number two, you need to get a down payment. You need to get a down payment. You need to save a down payment. Depending on what type of loan you're taking, there are two types of loan. We have conventional loan. We have conventional loan. We have conventional. Conventional loan and FHA loan. If you're taking a conventional loan and you have a good credit score, at least 680, if you have a 680 credit score, you can be qualified to put down as little as 3%. Literally 3%. You can put 3% down and the bank will finance the rest for you. Now, if you're taking an FHA loan, which you can be qualified with a low credit score, 580, you have to put down 3.5% on an FHA loan. However, now, those are the two loans. So 3% for a conventional loan, but usually it's 5%. Usually it's 5. But you can do 3%. I've seen people doing 3%. You can do 3% of conventional loan if you have a 680 credit score. There are some other loans out there, VA loan. We have like rural loan, VA loan that's applied to people that are in the army or people that are veterans. So if you are not, then these two loans will be the one that you will be looking at. I like this one better. I like conventional loan better. I have my own reason. But I can make another video to explain why I like conventional loan. But the FHA loan is not bad. It's a great loan. You can be qualified with a low credit score. Now, you have credit score, down payment. The third thing you need to do is income. You gotta have a job because they're gonna ask you for 2 years of tax return. However, they're gonna ask you for at least 6 months of pay stub of your current job. So you gotta keep your income. Don't quit your job if you're trying to buy a house. If you have a job, you don't like that job, you wanna change it, buy your house first. Once you close, quit that job. Then the bank don't care anymore. But you need an income. You need a credit score, you need a down payment, you need an income. And the third thing you need to do is to find a lender. Find yourself a lender. Find yourself a lender that will leave you, will give you money. So the good thing about this, if you get a lender, the first lender will pull your credit. Let's take the first lender pull your credit and you have a 700 plus credit score. Even if you have a 680, it's okay. You have a 680 plus credit score or whatever credit score you have. You have 2 weeks to shop around, like to go to different lenders without you having any negative impact on your credit. Because once one lender pull your credit, other lender can pull your credit, but it will not affect your credit score for at least 2 weeks. So don't only work with one lender, at least find 3 lenders. And during the 2 weeks period, because your credit score will be pulled only once and all 3 lenders can see. So that way you can compare the rates. Always go with the one that will give you the better deal. If the second lender give you a 7% interest rate, but the first lender give you a 7.5 interest. You can tell him, hey, I have a lender who just gave me 7% interest. If you can match that, since I came to you first, I will work with you. If you can't, then I will go somewhere. But most of the time, the first lender will match it. Because when I was buying my second house, that's what happened. The first lender gave me a higher credit score, but I went to a community. Usually, the credit unions, most of the time, had the best rate. But to work with a credit union, your credit score had to be at least 680. 680, but if you have a 680 credit score, most of the time credit union would be your best bet because they have the lower interest rate. So I tell him, and then he was like, oh yeah, Musa, we can match that. Then they match it. Now, those are the four things you're gonna need: a credit score, a down payment, an income, and finally, and the down payment has to be in an account, because the bank gonna ask you to show the last 2 months of your bank statement showing that down payment. We're gonna take an example, because some of us like example to better understand. If I want to buy a house and the house is 200,000, okay, the house is 200,000. I need a 3% down payment. 3% down. I need a 3% down. 3% down, 3% of 200,000, that's $6,000. Okay? So I need $6,000 to buy this house. However, there is something else called closing fee. The closing fee can range anywhere from 1% of the total loan to 2%, but most of the time 1%. So you're gonna need at least 12,000 to 13,000 to close this house. So that 12,000 that we call down payment and closing fee, the bank wanna see that in an account, and that money has to be there for at least 2 months, because they're gonna ask you to show 2 months of bank statement. However, if your dad or your mom is giving you money as a gift, they're gonna ask that person to write a letter to say, oh, I gave this money to this person as a gift, so the money will be there fresh. But start saving your down payment and leave it in an account for at least 2 months. Now, the down payment for 12,000 or 13,000 you're gonna need, there is something called first time home buyer grant. First time home buyer grant. It's completely free money. The government give you $5,000. They can even give you up to $15,000, but most of the time you will get $5,000 easy, completely free. I'm telling you, completely free. You gotta have at least a 580 credit score. Then you go to your housing authority, to your housing, whatever state you are in. This has to be your very first time buying a house. You apply for the grant. It's very easy to get. They give you $5,000 free money. Free. It's free. You use it as your down payment. So, and sometimes the seller, the person who is selling the house, can also offer to pay some of your closing costs. So I have seen a seller paying $6,000 on the closing costs. So literally, if I'm buying this house for $200,000, and then my 3% is $6,000, I need another $6,000 for closing fee. The seller says, I'm gonna pay $6,000 on your closing fee. You get a $5,000 from the state. Guess what? You only need $1,000 to buy this house out of your own money. So with $1,000, you can buy a house if you really know how to. If you don't know, you have any question, message me, leave me a comment, ask your question. I will help you. I will tell you what you need to do, even to get the grant. I will help you apply for the grant, but it's free. Literally, with $1,000, you can move to your dream house today. Today, you can move to your dream house. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.